everybody, welcome back to Worldwide Shenanigans.
Today, you're going on a cruise.
Ben and I have been on 3 cruises, from 1 weekend in the Bahamas to 8 days aboard a ship.
So we're going to share our top 5 best tips for going on a cruise.
Starting with our first tip on getting there and back.
Embarking and debarking the cruise ship is a similar process to boarding an airplane. There's a security line, you show your ticket and passport, and wait in lines.
And the process usually runs from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. So you can arrive to the dock at 12 p.m. and be one of the first on the ship, though your cabin might not be ready yet.
When debarking, you usually dock very early, around 7 a.m. If you have a flight, make sure to give yourself enough time to get off the ship. Don't book a flight before 10 a.m.
And when getting on and off the ship, they'll ask you, do you want to carry your bags yourself or have someone carry them for you? While it's up to you, we like to carry our luggage with us. It's generally much quicker to carry your bags off the ship yourself.
For time of year, we've done both winter and summer cruises. While it's nice to escape the cold winter to warmer climates in the Caribbean, your ship decks and pool might be chilly.
It's always cooler at sea, so if you want a warm cruise, then book for the summer months.
Our next tip is about cruise ship lodging and safety.
For where to stay on a cruise ship, I have to recommend an interior cabin room.
Very true.
Besides the fact these rooms are a half or a third of the price of the exterior window or balcony rooms, with all the lights off, it's completely dark and I sleep so well compared to rooms with windows that have more light.
When deciding which deck, if you get seasick, you should try to choose a lower deck, such as 3 or 4, in the middle of the ship. Rooms higher up and farther to each end will tend to rock more.
Ben doesn't get seasick, but I do. For seasickness, I've used both the pills and the patch. Overall, I prefer the pills. I've only gotten very sick on 1 out of the 3 cruises, and that's when I was using the patch. However, that was also the longest cruise.
Other than seasickness, from our experience, cruise ships are extremely safe. We've never experienced pickpocketing or theft.
Moving on to tip number 3 is about money and costs before and during your cruise. When paying for your cruise, look for your tickets months in advance. You'll find incredible deals. For example, our all-inclusive weekend cruise to the Bahamas was about $200 each. Even when we spent an entire week aboard a ship, the tickets were about $700. So for international travel, lodging, food, entertainment, and more, that's a pretty great deal.
You might be shocked to hear that you don't actually use any cash on the cruise ship. Instead, you're given an ID card that you use as your credit card while on board the ship.
So you don't need to carry cash with you on the ship, except for tipping or at the local ports. And keep in mind that cruise ships will try to get you to pay extra when you're on board, so make sure you know what costs more on the ship.
For example, offshore excursions. Any activities off the ship in ports of call are more money, and the cruise line's excursions can be pretty pricey.
Research comparable local tours and guides, because booking local might give you a better deal, and you'll be supporting a local business.
Now on to tip number 4, food and drink on the cruise.
Cruise ships have tons of food, and some options are already included in your ticket price, such as a 24/7 cafe or an upscale dinner dining room.
There are other restaurants and lounges where you can pay for your food that are not included in your ticket. As Shannon mentioned before, cruises love to find ways to make extra money off you.
So to avoid this, dine only at the free restaurants. And you're absolutely not sacrificing food quality or portion size or experience. The free formal dining rooms serve amazing dishes, from short rib to lobsters, escargot to lasagna, and the desserts are incredible. Creme brulee is always a favorite of ours.
Make sure to tip your wait staff generously on the last night of your cruise.
But for the 24/7 hour free cafe, this experience is more casual. You serve yourself and find your own seat. We like to do this more laid-back option for breakfast and lunch. For drinks, the cruise will offer various drink packages. Again, another way to get more money. They just don't make sense. You'd have to drink 5 or 10 sodas or cocktails every single day to get its value, but some days you're not even on the ship.
It makes more sense for us to buy those drinks individually as opposed to spending all that money on the drink packages.
Exactly.
And lastly, tip number 5, what to see on a cruise.
We don't go on cruises to see the ship. We go for the destinations.
But for this video, we'll tell you the things you can see while on the cruise.
On your first day, check out all the areas on the ship. Cruise ships are huge, and it's fun to explore all the decks with restaurants or spas or art shows or lounges. There's always so much going on at once.
Most ships will also have a large theater where you can watch plays or musicals. We've seen some pretty cool shows aboard cruise ships.
Next, check out the casino. Slot machines, card tables, bars.
The pool is usually where the party is, but at night, they often show movies poolside. And it's pretty cool to see a giant movie on the ocean under the stars.
We hope these tips help you for your worldwide shenanigans on a cruise.